Hello once again everyone, my name is Mr. Smag Hennigan, and tonight we're going to be recording part 13 of the Let's Play of Adventures of Alundra, where we have managed to get past the Despair Desert to appear at the Ancient Shrine. This is something that had been spoken of by some characters in the village. Now we're going to get to see it properly, and rather amusingly there's rain. This is a little weird thing. Anyway, we got, what was it? This place is a bit of a long one, so I hope you've got some interesting, or not some interesting stuff. I hope you've got something with which to keep yourself fed for the next half hour or so. Now then, we gotta find our way to some guardians and make it so that we can actually get past this skelly bastard. At first, we're going to have a little save. Don't know why I couldn't jump up those stairs properly, but quick music skip here. There we go, saved and ready to roll. Just gotta find our way around this strange labyrinth, or strange perspective issues. Now, as you can tell, that's the second floor, and we can't actually reach there yet. All the doors are locked, so we're gonna have to get to this button. Now then, since this place is still covered in sand, we're gonna be hopping around everywhere, as per usual. Now then, what do we get here? More of those little worm bastards. Little bastards. Oh yes, I think I can't insult them properly. They're all little bastards to me. I've got what was it? Thankfully, we only got 5 to deal with at the moment. It's just the fact that what was it? The fact that my strongest weapon against them at the moment is the wind-up time is irritating. And the fact that they can dive underneath the goddamn sand again, as per usual. And like I said last time, the sand around here is ever so confusing. Those little cacti don't hurt you, but I thought they did for a while, so that's why I'm trying to avoid the little bloody things. They're basically the bushes over this stage. And we've got little turrets here as well, fireball turrets. Those fireballs will appear later on in the game, but you know, it's the usual sort of thing. But weirdly enough, you can actually walk through those turrets. It'll make it apparent in about a second or so, because oh man, it's funny. Ooh, ghost Alundra, no, or ghost turret, who knows? Who dares to dream? Give me a second again. Right, sorry, I had to readjust something. Now then, we got herbs here as per usual. They're fucking everywhere. But, oh, what was it? I don't think I ended up picking that one up in the end. Yeah, I thought there may have been something interesting there because of the way those were arranged, but nah. And this path leads to, I think this, no actually, this path doesn't lead to one of them. We got the in-game equivalent of chain chomps here as we're trying to hit these switches. Little buggers. I find it amusing that their chains are tiny little spike balls as well. Everything about them is dangerous, and you don't want to get near them at all. No. Yes, here we have the interesting puzzle of this area. We have four rock type things, these enemies that take forever to kill. I hope you like that noise, because we're going to be listening to it for a while. No, but we got 4 strange stones and 4 strange panels. You can probably tell what they meant to do, but well, you basically gotta place them in the correct areas. Now, we can't do it here straight away, because otherwise we won't be able to get these items. The other 2, what was it? The other 2 rock things, the sun and water ones. I don't remember if they appeared later on in the game, but I wouldn't be too shocked. You know, this game likes its puzzles. Alright, so with the mummy bastards down, we can finally lob these things away. I like the fact that you can just have them anywhere on it and it'll still work. Oh boy. It gets even more amusing later on where there's basically nothing holding them up. Or they're not even on the panel and yet they're still technically on the panel. Now then, we got these little guys to find. Now then, we've got 4 of them, as you could tell. The fun thing is getting to them. Thankfully they're capable of healing us. But we've got to actually reach them. It's a thing. And this one is the second easiest to reach, I think. The other 3. Why did that even? Oh yeah, because of the switches. I never actually noticed that before. I wasn't paying attention, I suppose. And I feel like I should have bought a drink. This is going to be a dry 30 minutes. What was it? Ah yes, this path lets us. I think this was the way to get to one of the keys. If it isn't, it's certainly a path to items. Now, weirdly enough, you can't jump over those statues, despite them being practically 2 block height. Yeah, there you go. Those me discovering by accident, yet entirely on purpose, that you can break the little cacti, and that you can, walk along them. totally knew that, of course. No, but yeah, once again, we have more herbs. We're not able to use them yet because I've been doing surprisingly good for not taking damage so far. And you know, everything's been dropping health. And this is just a minor distraction from the main area I'm meant to go towards. So we're gonna have to mosey on back to the main court, or the main atrium, I suppose, and amble our way upstairs. That's where all the interesting stuff is happening. Also, what was it? I'm trying out a different recording setting on this microphone, so if you have any criticisms or anything to say about it, please feel free to let me know, because I would like to know if this is good or bad, or terrible or amazing. Once again, this puzzle not as difficult as it looks. It's just four of the rocks or 4 of the panels. Simple as anything. Later ones, however, get kind of interesting. So, well, okay, there's only one that's really complicated. The rest is kind of interesting. Now, can you tell what happens if I step on one of these eyes? If you do, give yourself a drink or something. Maybe a cookie. I don't know. Just to show it. There's a little dissenting and all the doors, both doors lock. May as well get a health up, or a minor health up. We didn't even need it. Anyway, we need that barrel to get across to the next area, so gotta do it like this. Gotta be sneaky. Gotta avoid everything. It's a good thing they don't do damage, unlike some of the later areas in this level. Spoilers, of course. Now, we hop along here, and everything is good. So we're back outside in the lovely, cool summer rain of this weird desert temple palace type thing. Like how you can see, there's a little bit of water surrounding the place. Maybe like a moat or something. Gotta wonder what's going on with that. And there's another one there's the second of the statues. Unfortunately, we can't jump to it, so we gotta find our way towards it. And what was it? Yes, like I said, these guys are irritating. They take about 10 hits to destroy. Oh, and of course, I was getting impatient. I wanted to try and kill them faster. It didn't work. I don't know why I didn't attack forwards or upwards there. It seems like the perfect plan, but apparently I'm not one for plans, as you might be able to tell with how I do Let's Plays. Ha! No. Now then, with this way, we're gonna be entering into more of the strange sand silliness, if that's even a sentence. I thought maybe there was something interesting about these enemies here. Ah, yeah, and if you're moving when you try and surface, you can't. It says you can't, basically. Probably to avoid bugs. It's a good thing I had some of these parts. Here's the fun thing. I didn't realize they were respawning enemies until they started killing them properly. See, we killed like 3 of them. We killed all of them. And suddenly there's more. Wait, what was I doing there? Oh yeah, I apparently screwed up there. Don't ask what I was doing, because sometimes I'm not even sure what I'm doing. Past me is a bloody weirdo. Alright. Oh, there we go, more fucking herbs. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Some bloody herbs. But, you know, since we're missing health, we may as well treat it as a free heal. Because there's just so many of the damn things around here. And we're gonna hop along to the next area. Slowly climbing this temple. And there's more of these bastards. It's after a while, I do eventually decide to just start ignoring them, because they're just nothing interesting. Oh man, he's got a hook and it does tons of damage. Yeah, big deal. I've seen it all before. And the good thing about these particular earthworm things is, did that thing slide? I don't know. The good thing about these particular earthworms is that they don't respawn. So I don't have to worry about them popping up suddenly after I've killed them at least once. The problem is killing them, of course. But oh well, that's easily done, isn't it? Apart from the time when stupid stuff happens. Well, as you do, grab a free heal. That was the thing. We're eventually going to get enough money to be able to buy some more stuff from other places. I don't know why I didn't grab that little drop of life, but well, here we are now. Excuse me again. I feel like I may have to take a break halfway through this. Don't know why I wasn't able to surface there, but, well, here we are. Strange stuff happens. And we're almost at the first irritating puzzle of this area, I think. There's just more of these goddamn earthworms, sandworms, whatever you want to call them. All these bastards. Never liked them. I remember trying to hit that switch with a bomb, but it obviously didn't work because I didn't have the distance for it, or the jump height for it. It drops a barrel. And yes, we're going to see my stupidity at play here. As you can tell, I am a genius. After enough of that, I thought, you know what, sod it. This could have been amusing, but nah, saving time, that's not for me. What was I going to be saying? I have no idea what I was going to be saying. Apparently, I was just that uninterested in this particular section. No. Yes, actually, this is the exit to the second statue. I don't remember if there weren't any keys. I don't know why there's bees, though. But, whatever. We're gonna ignore the little bastards. Apparently flailing them is just a bit too silly for me. And now then, we can... What was I doing here? Why did I even take that out? I have no idea. Anyway, here's the Gilded Falcon for the stage. This is a good thing. And we get another free heal. Well, if we needed it. But hey, it's there. I do like how all these statues seem to say that same sort of bit near the end. Maybe it's a mantra or something. But anyway. Once again, pots are the strongest thing to use against these enemies, because they kill in one strike. But, as you can tell, I've started to actively ignore them, because they're just getting in the goddamn way. And it's just kind of eating up time. I don't know why I decided to do that, but that was just stupidity on my part. As you can tell, the bigger drops of life are starting to actually heal for a bit, instead of just, oh, hey, here's 2 health, here's 2 health, you like it. Anyway, with everything dead from bombs once again, it's time to actually... Come on, past me, why are you constantly killing these bastards? You could have ignored them, you could have thrown a pot at them. I really need to curate myself better. If I realise something's taking too much time, I've just got to avoid it. No health in those, unfortunately, so we're riding on 10 HP for the time being. Which is fair enough, but there is a rather irritating puzzle later on that I'm going to dislike, because it took me ages to get past. And you're going to dislike because it's not really a puzzle in the strictest sense, it's more of luck. It's more of a luck puzzle. Or, hell, it's just straight up luck, because you gotta hope for the best. Now then, we can't stand on those swirlies, swirlies? I may have made another malapropism, whatever the hell the word was. Basically, I can't stand on that because that's not really land. That's just a pit. It would have dropped me into the previous floor. Alright, we've got lovely little crests here, and we're going to be able to clear that boulder that had appeared last time. Alright, goddammit, Self, why did you do this again? I'm actually wondering, would I have been able to get hit by that hook that had gone through the wall? I don't know. But anyway, just try and get him to attack so I can get past him whilst he's moving. And here we have the boulder, as you can tell. Damn thing is apparently just 1 pot is enough to keep it from moving. Alright, come on. God damn it, why did I keep doing this? I don't know. Maybe I'm just a glutton for punishment. Maybe I wanted to draw this out a little longer. Maybe I should just speed this up. You know, if I ever end up doing something quite as stupid as this again. No. Maybe not. Who knows? What dares to dream. Alright. You can see the 3rd statue here. Yep, there it is. But we can't reach it. And we're still riding on... We're running around with 4 hit points. Probably should deal with that because these guys can deal a substantial amount of damage. Ah, yes. And this room is an irritant because, well, 2 switches, you step on them and suddenly they don't work. You step on them, but if you let go of them, then they obviously don't work. Thankfully, I was able to get a bit of a heal here and a bit of free money. I don't know why I put that weird voice on. It's a little weird. We've got to get past these medieval chain chomps, as it were. So, it's best to go this way because, well, it saves time. Now, here's a fun thing: as long as your body is touching like one of the panels of the statues of these things that you can push, you can push it. It's possible to like. Well, it becomes more apparent later on in one of the nightmares, but it's pretty silly to say the least. Now then, with that done, grab the last bit of money in this room, and we can finally continue on to the next room after being collided into by a spike ball. Ah, yes, more bees. It's all we need, isn't it? A bit of a buzz. Somehow I managed to get hurt by it. Wouldn't that just be the greatest irony, to get killed by a bee in this game of all things? Game where you have, well, actually thinking about it, you don't get a lot. You don't really get a lot of HP compared to some games. Yep, I'm actually brought to near death by a bee. Killing those bees drops a barrel, which we can use to access that switch. I screwed up the first time, as an unfortunate thing, but you can sort of see what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do. Yep, it slid off the side. Bloody irritating. With that done, we can finally actually access the damn switch. And then we get to find the irritating puzzle of this area. One of two, because it's not a puzzle. It's just luck, like I've mentioned. You'll see why in about 5 seconds. Because we have a lever and 4 pits. Can you see why this is irritating? I think there was a pattern to it, but if there was, I obviously did not discover it because I just keep getting hit by them. It keeps happening. And after a while, it stops dropping barrels and just drops spike balls all the time. And first time didn't work. Second time it doesn't work either because I'm still trying to learn the pattern that doesn't exist. Or maybe it does exist. I've never really paid attention to this. Maybe I don't think there is a pattern actually. I think now actually thinking about it. Depends on which way you're striking them from, or it depends on which way you strike the switch from. Like if you hit it from the right, it drops the barrels on the left and the top. But if you hit it from the left, they drop it from on the left or on the right, and depending on your vertical orientation, we shall see. We shall see. Nope, it was bullshit. I thought I may have figured it out. I didn't. I can't figure things out for toffee. This is just an irritating puzzle because it's not a puzzle. It's just, you take stupid damage that you can technically avoid, but you have no way of predicting where the hell the damn things are meant to go. And now we have a rather irritating puzzle because this isn't even a puzzle. This is just, well, you'll see in about 5 to 10 seconds what exactly happens. It's a basic panel block and panel puzzle, but if you don't do it within enough time, all of the boulders break and you have to retry it. Thankfully, it's not as health draining as the last one, but it's still a bit of a time waste. And with the last one set down, get a treasure chest which has a key, which we need in order to get out of here. Because that panel, that's stuck there. Sort of. I think it just lodges itself in there. It's like, nope, I'm not getting out of here. Now then, surprisingly more bees start appearing. I'm still not entirely sure why it's bees of all things. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking it. Anyway, with the door unlocked, we can finally get to the third statue. This statue here, and the free heal actually means something because we're halfway to death. Hooray! Now, that's not like to celebrate. Now then, with that done, I can finally get back into the main halls, as it were. I'm not entirely sure why I keep equipping the sand cape. Maybe it's just like a twitch or some shiz. Anyway, sorry, my mouth is actually starting to get a bit dry. It's surprising. I don't usually talk for this long, unless I'm in like a Skype call. You know who you are. No, actually, I don't even talk that much in Skype calls. It's horrifying. It's quiet until I get into a game, of course. Now then, we're back into the main halls. And there's one last area in which I need to access in order to, you know, gain access to the next area of the game. Thankfully, it's not too difficult to get to. In fact, I really should have done this first, so I would have saved time. But hey, I'm an idiot at times. And we got, you know, the 4 panels and 3 boulders this time. So the last one is being hidden somewhere. If you can tell where it is, then you got better eyesight than I do. Anyway, we got the, what was it? We got the moonstone here, the waterstone down there, the starstone up in the top, and the sunstone is in the little corner here behind the scenery. At least this game gets to get away with that sort of shit. We get the last statuette, which says something different. We can now finally get to the next area. And of course, we get a free heal, because, well, it would be rude not to get a free heal. Now then, with that done, doors closed because I'm impatient. We can get on to the next area. Now, can you tell my commentary is getting a little repetitive because I'm slowly running out of things to say? Nah. I ran out of things to say from the first 5 minutes. But, yeah, the Skelly man's gone, and, little altar has vanished, letting us gain access to the basement. This isn't really a puzzle, this is just, you know, timing. I'm not entirely sure why they had that little platform in the top right there. Maybe it was just, top left there. Maybe it was just to confuse people. I mean, hell, it confused me. What I like is that because of where I'm standing, or because I'm standing on the platform, everything I hold on top of my head just sort of appears behind Alundra's head. It's a little weird, you know what I'm saying? Don't know why I said that of all things, but hey, whatever. We're here for it. With the 4 switches thrown by way of explosive force, we can go on to the next area, which is going to be a fun one, because guess what? It's more of these bloody earthworms. 8 of the bastards. Who would have thought it? Thankfully, we can at least kill 3 of them very easily with the good old pots. But the rest we have to deal with by way of flail. Can you tell why I don't like this place at times? Thankfully, I'm actually surprised that spit hit me. But, well, it surprised me a lot, apparently. We're almost done with this. Almost. Yep, there they are. That's the last of them. We get a free heal, we get a bit of health up there. Don't know why I decided to go for the health even when the money was closer. But hey, here we are. Keep hopping along to get out of here faster. Now here comes an interesting sort of puzzle. Well, it's not even a puzzle. It's a timing game of sorts. Gotta get if the boulder ends up on if the stone ends up on an incorrect panel, I'm pretty sure it breaks. Wouldn't remember because I didn't get it wrong because I'm just that good at the game. I really should have showed it off just to, you know, prove a point. This is what I was talking about with them practically not being on the panel yet still counting as being on the panel. It's a brilliant game. There's no flaws. Wait, hold on. Is this? No, I'm using the wrong phrase here. Now then, waterstone on the water panel and a moonstone on the moon panel. Thump. That removes the block that lets us go delve even further into the basement. Now, here is the actual interesting puzzle. There is a single panel, which means soon we will have 4 stones that will allow us to access the next room, if we can set them up right. Can you tell what you meant to do? Well, if you can tell what you meant to do, then you're pretty good at sussing things out really quickly. Now, that sign does help us out, as it gives us the clues. As you can see here, it hints at an order of how things are meant to be set up. It's sun, water, sun, water, moon, and stars. We just gotta, you know, find the stones first. It's pretty simple. We just gotta kill the last mummy dude here. I don't even know if they're mummies. They're just sort of halfway between zombie. They're sort of a mix between zombie, mummy, pirate, and wanker. No, but yes, as you can see, we've got to set them up in the correct order. And like I've said, you know, it's water, sun, moon, and stars, because that's just how everything is nice and set up. If you didn't know that, it would have been like, what was it? 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 would have been 12. Would have been 24 different orders if you wanted to try and guess. And only one of them is correct. Now then, we've got Swen here, and if you can guess what you meant to do, it's pretty simple. We've got to match the icons to their respective cardinal orders or cardinal directions. So we got, you know, star on south, moon on west, water on east, and the sun in the north. Now then, once we've done this, something kind of irritating happens. Well, okay, we solved the puzzle, but now we've got to get out of here before the boulders crush us. Which means, and what was it? With that room filled with sand somehow, really neatly, we're slowly making this place, less filled with. It's amazing. My commentary's kind of taking a hit there. The room slowly empties out as the ancient guardian becomes more revealed, and now we got Well, yeah. Sorry, I kind of missed part of that. So it's star in the north, moon in the east, water in the west, and sun in the south. It's a nice order. I do like as well. It just spells out news. Today on the news. No, we're not going to do that. That's a dumb joke. I don't think it's even a joke. It's just words. Now then, with that one done, the boulder collides neatly with Alundra's head, but, you know, it's nothing to be worried about. Now then, unfortunately, this means the Ancient Guardian has been revealed, because he's no longer swimming in sand, so we've got to deal with him. Here's the fun thing, though. He hasn't changed a bit from his old iteration. The only problem is we're now walking in sand, so we've got to try and avoid getting hit, because, well, we have a worse jump distance, and we have worse movement speed. Things are going to be more difficult to dodge, let's just say that. But because we've got a weapon that does nearly practically double damage compared to the dagger, we're going to be able to kill him a lot faster. Which is a good thing, because otherwise, you know, this would just be irritating. Or, you know, drawn out. Anyway. Or boulders try to fall onto our heads. And this one is a little more difficult to, you know, set up properly, to stun lock properly. Unless I wanted to use the dagger, because, you know, it's either I make it so he can't attack more often, or I make it so that I kill him faster. Choices, decisions, and all that nonsense. Basically got the equivalent of bullet hell going on here. Now then, I'm pretty sure, yeah, we've almost killed him, but unfortunately he's almost killed us. I'm pretty sure if I hadn't used that herb, I would have died. Actually, if I hadn't used that herb, I would have actually died by now. Definitely would have died by now. And there he goes, he's died before we can. I didn't actually go into warning noises for the health. Now then, here's the real problem. How are we going to get out of here? It becomes apparent in a couple of seconds, so don't worry about it. Now then, we've defeated the Shrine Protector this time instead of the Crypt Protector? I don't remember what the name of the first guy was, but basically, these guys are apparently mass-produced, because they appear a lot more than you'd expect. Alright, with that done, we get platforms to get the hell out of here. Always a good way to move. Now then, with that done, we get another one of those switch puzzles that isn't really a puzzle, it's just dumb luck. And I'll show you just how dumb the luck is by completing it on the first try. Yes, I am that good at this video game. And as you can tell, switches will immediately let go once you get off of them. So we've got to basically, amusingly enough, if the switches are pressed properly, if all 4 switches are pressed, then they will all count as being pressed, and I won't need to worry about it. So all I need to do is do this 3 times. I think I want to say this has to do with the button that you press, but I'm pretty sure it's just dumb random luck. As you can tell, we only get 1 barrel this time. With that done, I wanted to see if I could get another barrel, but nope, it didn't work. So with what was it? Get myself healed of this annoying health noise, annoying blipping noise. Can't continue that way because there's wall. And just to show what happens if we fall down here, yes, it's more of these zombie mummy pirate bastards. It's irritating to say the least. It's a good reason not to get dropped into the hole, because otherwise you're just going to be wasting time. Now what I'm amused by are those white blotches? Are those sunlight? I doubt they're sunlight, but what the hell are they? Whatever. I don't think anyone has been too keen to notice those over the years. And we gotta just hop over these. Good thing they're two blocks wide, otherwise I would have had trouble. Now, As you can see, the buttons will allow us to get past by way of rising the pillars that block our way. They unfortunately as well, they're set on they're on a timer, so we've got to get to them before the pillar falls down again. That, of course, we're given enough time to do it, but it's still a bit of a rush, and you could end up falling into a pit by accident. Thankfully, I do this first try, so there goes all manner of suspense. I hope you weren't hoping on that, or banking on that. And the fun thing is, this place isn't even a maze, it's more labyrinthine, considering it's just one really, really obtuse path to the exit with a couple of dead ends that don't even deviate that far from the main path. Apart from these things, of course, we need to go these ways in order to actually access the next areas. So maybe it is a maze? Yeah, I have no idea. This is the last real switch we need to press. Thankfully, we don't need to run. We don't need to use the running mechanic in order to get there, because otherwise we would have been screwed. With that, we can access the boss room, or we can access the final area of this ancient shrine. And I will show you all what exactly the Earth Scroll does. If I don't think I've showed it already. Right, little 8 dudes here, they're all pretty chill, but music goes away. Spooky. And yes, it doesn't matter that we've been able to get here through many traps and such. We've actually got to be able to kill a bunch of things as well. And what do? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? We got to kill 8 of those. 8 of those mummy zombie things. I really need to think of a better name for those, because I don't know if they appear later on, but whatever. They all vanish and transform. And the fun thing is, these boulders one-shot them. So that's cleared half of them already. This is a good thing. I think I ended up pulling out bombs for a couple of these, because, you know, this just takes goddamn forever. 1 down? Well, 5 down, technically speaking. Now it's just a matter of timing. At least this one isn't as bad as Sarah was. I think I've already done that? Yes, I have. Sorry, I'm getting things mixed up. It's been a while, you know? I kind of screwed up this last one. It's an unfortunate thing. What I like as well is the whole sprite flipping is still a thing in this one. Just gotta wonder which way is the correct way. But anyway, with that done, we have killed all the zombie things. Well, all the pirate zombies. And we've passed the test of strength by spinning our little dagger, even though we were using a flail. This is brilliant, isn't it? Anyway, we're almost at the end of this video. I'm pretty sure you guys are pleased with that. But before we end up going, there's a flash, a very slow flash of light. The guy has passed on, but he's still got enough mental prowess in order to give us some interesting text. I think the skeleton explodes as well. Oh, no it doesn't. We get 3 treasure chests. I hope you like that you got a prize noise, because, oh boy, you're going to be listening to it for a while. Now, these boots are the best thing right now, because they allow us to walk through sand and water uninhibited. That's right, no more hopping along like some sort of maniacal bunny rabbit. Yep, it says sand, but it also makes it so shallow water is easier to walk through. And now we get the sword, a real weapon. This thing allows us to have a charge attack, which can easily kill most enemies in 1 shot, and will seriously damage anything that survives. It's a good thing as well, although the only problem is it is a proper charge attack. You'll see now, because it's pretty damn cool. And wallop! It's beautiful. And with that, we get another life container, a life vessel, and we basically done with the dungeon. There's a bunch of herbs I could have picked up, but they're all over the damn shop. Anyway, my name has once again been Mr. Smeghennigan. I thank you all for watching, and I hope you're interested in watching the next one, where we will be setting up teleporters. It's a joy to behold. Thanks for watching.